Spins it. She comes forward, and we're underway. Hansen, pass to Ortega, middle attack from Jones. Ball goes long, no touch. Bounces it on her hand and comes forward. Goes it Slagle. Slagle lets it float into the corner and lands in. Ace serve, it's 2-0. And Jones comes forward again. A little more heat this time. Good pass this time. Cullen goes right side. Goes through the block, and that's Poljan with the kill. Buzz with the spin and comes forward. Right down the line again. Franklin handles it with hands. Cullen, middle attack. Misconnects, but got it. Poljan knocks it over. Hinkle comes in now for Hansen, and she'll serve. Right down the line. Bad pass. Cullen handles it, though. Hawks get it. Vanderwide sets it. Hinkle just tips it over. Ball's tight. Cullen off the block. Dug by Slagle. Split chases it down. Outside to Vanderwide. Off the block. Covered by Slagle. Back row attack from Bizzario goes out. And the hitting error ties it at 5. Slagle to fire again. Floats it over this time. Ball's off the net again. Outside attack coming. Goes long. Touch called. So give the kill to Max Brown. Bailey kind of serving it from the 1-6 seam here. Right on the edge of the free throw line, or free throw lane. Goes cross. Good pass. Cullen just dunks it right over. Franklin put it right on top of the net. Cullen went up and got it. Max Brown to serve for Michigan State. Into the net. Trickles over. Hawks weren't ready. Another ace serve, and we're tied at 8. That ball was out, and it was called in. Max Brown to serve again. Vanderwide, ball's off the net. Ortega goes middle to Bizzario. She tips it over. Good dig by Edmonds. Right side attack, high off the hands. Hinkle tries to dive and get it. Give me thumbs up or down on that. Vanderwide to serve for the Hawks. Good serve, bad pass. Edmonds has to platform it. Cavangeli rolls it over. Oh, block goes off the hands, high and long. And it's 11-9, Michigan State. She gets it in. Cullen, middle attack coming off the hands. That was Franklin. Poljan to serve for Michigan State. Flat-footed, floats it over. Hinkle. Split. Back row attack from Bizzario. Block. Split covers. Slagle diving play, and Hawks get it over. Cavangeli. Right side attack coming. Tipped over. Slagle diving play, but she puts it into the net, and the Hawks can't do anything with it. Slagle to serve. Comes cross. Caused some traffic. Edmonds. Slagle, good play. But Courtney was in transition. Fires it at Hinkle. Slagle uses hands out to Vanderwide. Off the block. And nobody goes after to cover. And Vanderwide to the service line. Max Brown gets it. Cullen, middle attack. Off the nape. And again, that's that. Hawks just seem out of rhythm there as the ball hits the tape. Very even battle here, and the scoreboard shows that. Jones to serve for the Hawks. Just over. Max Brown, good pass. Right side attack coming high off the hands. Blocked back on the Michigan State side. Michigan State pushes it outside. Cavangeli tips it. Ortega gets it up. Jones uses hands. Good play. Hansen off the block. Hansen tips it right back through the block. Coming right back. Cullen, right side attack. Off the block. Clayton goes back over on one. Max Brown. Back row attack coming. Goes through the block. Jones can't quite get it dug up. I think that was Franklin from the back row. Floats it over. Vanderwide. Diving play. Ortega. Outside to Hansen. Good dig by Cullen. Edmonds gets it. They'll put it back over. Slagle. Ortega. Outside to Hansen again. She's blocked. Hawks can't cover. Cullen, some low bounces, and she'll come forward and fire. Floats it over. Vanderwide, good pass. Right side to Bizzario. Ball's inside and goes wide. Buzz tosses, comes forward, goes cross. Edmonds gets it. Middle attack. Dug by Bizzario. Over the end line, though. And it's 23-20. Mari hops, fires. Edmonds, bad pass. Well, Cullen gets a good play on it. And it is hammered down by Franklin on the middle attack. Hawks hold off one set point. Slagle knocks it over. Little collision. Cullen Right side tipped over. Gosh, too easy. And that will give the first set to Michigan State, 25-23. Rolls forward and fires it cross. Vanderwide, bad pass. Hansen handles it. Back row, flat-footed from Vanderwide. Edmonds, Cullen, middle attack, raked over. Vanderwide, Ortega behind her to Bizzario, tips. Edmonds is there easy. Cullen, back row, no, comes over. Diving play by Ortega. Slagle, back row from Vanderwide this time. Rolls it around the block. Cullen digs it. Platform from Edmonds. Right side from Franklin. And that's an easy score. Update from College Park. Touchdown Maryland. They lead 7-3. Cavangeli off the tape. Vanderwide to Ortega. Middle attack. Clayton scores. Buzz goes cross. Franklin plays it. Middle from Franklin. Rolls it. Blocked by Clayton. Bizzario to serve. Buzz goes cross. Franklin. Bad pass. Cullen chases it down. Franklin with swing though. Boy, and again, the pass wasn't great. Pulls it. Rips it over. Slagle. Split. Behind her to Clayton. Through the block and scores. Hinkle. Off the tape. Franklin diving one-handed play. Edmonds comes all the way behind her. Rolls it over. Hinkle. Good pass to Split. Pushed it all the way out to Vanderwide. Timing's off. Chops it in though. Well, Michigan State's going to get it over. Ooh, little collision. But Bizzario plays it. Split outside to Vanderwide. High off the block. Cullen has to get it. Behind her now. Ball's way outside. Slagle gets it. Bizzario platforms it. Vanderwide has to come inside. Diving play there. Vanderwide goes up, tips it over. She'll score on the overpass. Stat sheet tonight. And the Hawks have a 2-point lead, 6-4. Hops forward, floats it over. Franklin, ball's going to the middle attack this time. Bizzario uses hands, split, pushes it out to Vanderwide. Dug up, diving play. Cullen's tight, pushes it outside. Big swing there. Max Brown just hammers it home. Off the tape, Slagle, split, Clayton. Off to Edmonds as she was trying to pull out of the way. Not surprising to see her way up there. Slagle goes at Franklin. Cullen dunks it over. Hawks were ready. They'll get it over. Vanderwide, fall away. Tried to do too much with that one, though, and she'll hit it out. Max Brown to serve. Fires it over. Slagle, good pass to Split. Pushes it outside to Vanderwide. Goes right down the line. Cullen chases it down. We're going to get this in play. Platformed over. Slagle, Split, Jones. Off the block. Edmonds, good play. Cullen goes behind her. Cavangeli tips it over. Bizzario. Slagle chases it down. Split platforms it over. Franklin. Cullen. Diving play by Hinkle. Split. Vanderwide tips it off the block and a beautiful play. Scores off Cullen. Cullen holds it up high. Fires. Goes cross. Max Brown. Cullen. Middle attack from Franklin. Slagle gets it. Hinkle platforms it to Vanderwide. Edmonds. Cullen chases it down. Cavangeli, big swing. Slagle was there, just didn't quite get the platform up high enough to control it. She fires it at Slagle. Ortega outside of Bizzario. Right down the line. Ball's going to get over, though. Slagle. Ortega. Back out to Bizzario again. Right down the line. Ball goes out, no touch. Edmonds to serve. Tied at 8 here in the second set. Right down the line. Vanderwide pushes it all the way out to Bizzario again. Has to tip. That finds the floor. At the very least, wear her out. Make her play the ball. Hawks up by 1. Vanderwide to serve. Dives in front. That'll go for an ace. Max Brown misplays it. Ace serve from Vanderwide. And she'll come forward and fire. Goes cross. Good pass. Cullen behind her on the slide. High off the block from Poljan. That brings Franklin to the front. Hansen. Ortega off the block. Jones gets blocked. Cullen to serve. Tied at 10 here in the second set. Floats it over. Hansen. Good pass to Ortega. Back out to Hansen. Diving play by Edmonds. Cavangeli. Double contact ball over. She's had a hard time. Jones will serve for the Hawks. Off the tape. It's tight. Cullen outside. Franklin. She goes right at Jones, and that's an easy kill. Low bounces, and she runs it forward. Vanderwide, good pass. Ball comes right side to Bizzario. Cavangeli, good dig. Cullen chases it down. Franklin spins around. Slagle. Ortega. Bizzario again. High off the block. That one will score. Buzz goes cross. Franklin has to play it. It's off the net. Can't get it to her that time. High off the hands, though, from Max Brown will score. Poljan rips. Vanderwide. Split. Hansen has to tip right into the block. Split gives it right back to her. Tips again into the block. Slagle behind her to Bizzario in the back row. Goes wide. Michigan State takes the lead, 13-12. Poljan knocks it over. Slagle, bad pass. Nobody helps. And that'll go as an ace as the Hawks just took a big circle around. Poljan to serve here midway through the second set. Vanderwide, split. Hansen off the block, covered by Split. Or Slagle, tipped by Bizzario. Max Brown gets it. Cullen pushes it back to Max Brown. Rolls it over. Diving play by Slagle. And that'll fall. Poljan fires it over. Hansen, split. Bizzario, dug by Cullen. Timing was off again. Poljan bumps it over. Franklin, big swing, and they block her. Hansen and Clayton get it done. Ball comes over. Split gets the dig. Slagle behind her. Vanderwide gets the kill. Hinkle fires it over. Good sharp cross. Middle attack coming. Rolls over. Dug by Bizzario. Split plays it out. Vanderwide rolls it over. And a big swing and a big kill from Franklin. Keep flying here. Franklin fires at Hinkle. Split. Off to Clayton. Clayton has to tip it high. Cullen, back row attack. And Franklin gets the kill from the back row. Slagle to serve for the Hawks. Ball's played up. Cullen behind her. And that was... Ball goes off the tape. Diving play by Slagle. Split gets it up, but Vanderwide will have to just bump it over. She floats it at Slagle. Split. The Vanderwide. Pushes it through the block. Edmonds platforms it behind her. Cavangeli off the block. Dug by Slagle. Split. Pushes it out to Vanderwide again. High off the block and scores. 19-16. Ortega comes forward. Franklin plays it. Back row middle off the tape. And that'll go for a score for Franklin. Edmonds to serve. Hinkle, lunging play. Ortega. Vanderwide from the right side scores as Edmonds can't handle it. Hawks need something cool. Vanderwide out of system. Franklin still swings at it though. Slagle. Ortega behind her to Bizzario. Blocks late, scores. Poljan was nowhere to be found. Need more cool stuff. Let's go, Addie. Floats it over. Diving play. Franklin back. Diving play by Slagle again, but the back row kill from Max Brown. Cullen to serve. Knocks it over. Hansen, ball's tight. No call on either way, hard to imagine. Franklin with a sharp cut kill. Bizzario moved away from it. 22-18 Spartans on top, and the Hawks will take timeout. Michigan State's kind of run however they wanted through the block, around the block, and with no block. Cullen floats it over. Hansen, bad pass. Ortega behind her to Bizzario. Off the block. Diving play by Cullen. Platforms it behind her. Cavangeli, big swing. Comes back, stays on the Michigan State side. Edmonds platforms Cavangeli again. And she hits it over the block and scores. Hawks will need to make some adjustment with the block here. Cullen floats it over. Slagle, bad pass. Ortega pushes it back to Ortega. Edmonds. Franklin. Big swing, finds the corner. Ace serve drops right in front of Slagle and Hansen. And Michigan State cruises to a set 2 win of 25-18. Speaking of Edmonds, the libero, she'll serve to start set 3. Floats it over. Slagle dives and overpasses it. Michigan State in system, runs the right side attack, scores from pole jam. It causes a problem. Slagle, better pass this time. Ortega out to Hansen behind her, though. She has to roll it over. Dug up. Max Cullen, big swing, goes wide. Some back row attack. Actually, that was just a kind of off-net middle attack from Franklin. Cullen floats it over. Hansen, Ortega behind her to Bizzario. Pole jam block is late. Like to see some slides and some right side attacks here. Although we've got split in the front row now, so Bizzario goes hard serve. Out of system, but Franklin gets a big swing, blocked. Edmonds diving play. Cullen platforms it behind her. Cabangeli rolls it over. Vanderwide with the dig. Split behind her to Bizzario. Tips it over. Easy play for Cabangeli. Cullen. Vanderwide digs it. Split. Hansen blocks late. Ball goes out. No touch called. Boy, looks like 2 people, 3 people swung at it. Cabangeli low bounce, comes forward and rips. Vanderwide. Split behind her to Clayton. Diving play by Cullen. Good hustle there from Edmonds as well. Mari takes a bounce, flips it over. Max Brown off the net, behind her to Franklin. Middle attack, Slagle gets it. Lowry platforms it. Vanderwide, big swing, wide. Again, self-inflicted wounds for the Hawks. Pulls it, floats it over. Hinkle diving play, split, platforms it. Vanderwide has to roll it. Off the block, but Michigan State gets a swing. Lowry digs it up though, split, behind her to Clayton. Off the block, dug up by Danziger. Ball's tight. Cullen. Franklin, oh man. Pole jam floats it over. Hinkle. Michigan State, I don't know, give that one to Gross or Franklin. Hawks trying to make an adjustment to the serve receive. Hinkle, split, outside to Vanderwide. Blocked by Franklin. Knocks it over. Lowry, split behind her to Clayton. High off the block, scores. She goes at Franklin. Cullen, middle attack. Gross hammers it home. Franklin to serve. Top spin to Hinkle. Ortega pushes it out to Vanderwide. Has to tip it. Edmonds gets it. Cullen, back row to Franklin. Timing was bad there. We finally get a hitting error. Ortega spins and serves. Good sharp cross. Edmonds, bad pass. Cullen chases it down. Max Brown off the block. Slagle gets it though. Ortega chases it down. Vanderwide, good chop. She's dug up though. Cullen pushed it out. Roll shot. Dug by Hinkle. Dug by Slagle. Ortega. Vanderwide off the tape. Oh my goodness. Ortega poses. Fires. Edmonds. Ball's tight. Cullen behind her. Timing was off, but still scores with a Gross kill. Rolls forward, goes cross at Vanderwide. Ortega outside of Bizzario. High off the block, dug by Edmonds. Cullen behind her to Franklin. Off the tape, dug by Hinkle. Ortega, middle attack from Jones. Dug by Franklin. Cullen pushes it outside. Cabangeli. Ball was long, but probably touched. Slagle tried to dive, couldn't get it. Green tape on her right hand. She comes forward and floats it over. Ace serve, her second of the night. Max Brown to serve. Floats it over again. Slagle dives. Ortega dug up. It's on the Michigan State side. Tipped over. Play by Hinkle. Big swing from Jones, and she hits it straight down. Cullen actually played it after the block. Vanderwide to serve for the Hawks. Floats it over. Max Brown. Ball's in the net there from Gross. Misconnection. Hawks back to within 3. Vanderwide goes at Franklin. Off the net. Cullen goes back to Franklin. Hammers it home. Finds the seam in the 2 back row defenders, and she goes between Ortega and Vanderwide. Make her go straight. Edmonds floats it over. Slagle uses hands. Ortega to Jones. Tipped and covered. Back row attack dug by Slagle. Ortega behind her to Bizzario. She has to tip. Ball was tight, goes right into the net. Hawks need to find a way to start their own run here. Edmonds floats it over. Slagle. Ortega. Ball was touched by Michigan State. Bizzario. Ortega. Hansen. Block. Ball goes out. Hawks score. Michigan State wants 4, but their blocker clearly touched the ball. 13-9. Hawks still trail. Jones to serve. She goes over. Type. Max Brown. Gelly. Big swing off the block. Jones gets called for double contact as Ortega had to use the first one. Hawks need to figure out a way to get this done in a hurry. Cullen to Vanderwide. It's off the net. Ortega outside. Big swing from Hansen, but she's dug up. Max Brown will get a back row swing. Rolls it over, uses Ortega. Slagle. Back row attack from Vanderwide. Rolls it into the net. Floats it over. Slagle. Ortega. Bizzario high off the block. Platform behind. Franklin's going to get a swing. Tips it over. Bizzario blocks it. Franklin will get another swing. Rolls it over. Dug by Vanderwide. Ortega outside of Hansen. Touched, scores. 15-10. Bad pass, Cullen. Kabengele's blocked. Comes forward. Floats it over. Max Brown off the net. Franklin, big swing again. She's got all the shots. Hinkle goes across at Edmonds. Cullen way behind her. Poljan goes right between Slagle and Hinkle and scores. 17-12. Poljan floats it over. Hinkle, bad pass, split. Clayton has to just kind of punch it over. Back row from Franklin. Slagle gets it. Lowry uses hands. Vanderwide fell down in transition though, but catches a break as Danziger sticks her hand up at the last second and knocks it out of bounds. 14's her career high against Syracuse. Edmonds plays it. Cullen. Big swing, dug by Slagle. Split, comes all the way. Vanderwide gets a roll shot, dug by Danziger. Cullen, outside. Max Brown hammers it off the block and scores. And we've got Franklin at the service line. Knocks it over. Hinkle. Good pass to Split. Outside to Vanderwide. Right down the line. Dug by Edmonds, but out. Bailey comes forward. Floats it over. Does not. Goes at Max Brown. Slide coming. And that's Gross, who goes right through the Jones-Vanderwide block. And they've been soft. They've fallen in front of the Hawkeye defense. She hasn't overpowered anybody. Slagle, ball's way off the net again. Ortega chases it down. Vanderwide has to roll it over Cross. Edmonds gets it. Cross blocked. Uses hands, double contact called, and the Hawks catch a break there. 19-15. But so far, the Hawks haven't found any offense anywhere else. Good serve. Ball's off the net. Cullen. Kabengele goes wide. Vanderwide to serve again. Goes over at Franklin this time. Back row attack coming from Franklin. Dug by Vanderwide. Slagle chases it down behind her. Hansen will get a swing, and she completely misses. Hawks have to side this out right now. Edmonds floats it over. Slagle. Ball's up. Jones gets the kill. If I'm voting on the coin flip, give me another ace. Amaya floats it over. Max Brown plays it. Cullen off the net. Back row. Franklin tips. And she's laughing before the ball hits the floor because that's how good she's been tonight. Hitting .421 tonight. Cullen to serve. Floats it over at Slagle. Behind Bizzario's blocked by Franklin. Most of those errors unforced as the Hawks have tried to find a way around. Cullen floats it over. Slagle. Ace serve as Cullen gets into Slagle's chest and she can't handle it. Cullen's second ace on the night. She comes forward again. Slagle, bad pass. Ortega behind her to Bizzario, off the block. Franklin can't find it this time. Court goes forward. Franklin, ball's tight. Good handle. Franklin punches it over. Ball goes wide. No touch from the Hawks. Court goes at Franklin again. Another bad pass. Hansen hits it right at Franklin, who gets a lucky dig. Bizzario. Hansen's blocked, covered though. Ortega, slide to Clayton. Touch, score. 23-20. She's going to let her team play through it. Off the tape, Franklin gets it. She's on the floor. She'll still get a swing. Goes right down the line. Bizzario right back over to the right side attack. Cavangeli, diving play by Vanderwide. Ortega to Hansen, double contact. She comes forward, and she serves once into the net, and that'll do it. Hawks fall 25-23, 25-18, and 25-21.